My name is Heidi Durling, and I have been in the health and fitness industry for about 30 years now as a personal trainer and a posture expert. And during that time frame, I pretty much practiced a high protein, low carb diet, and most of my clients were on that and were very, very successful. Now, I'm guessing for a lot of you that this is not your first attempt at losing weight. You may have failed in the past at slimming down or yo-yoed back up and down again, and I'm here to tell you it is not your fault. You see, the thing is, there is a lot of incorrect and misleading information out there, as well as contradictory, making it completely confusing as to know what to do. What am I supposed to be doing? What am I not supposed to be doing? And this information overload is actually affecting the success. So I want you to know it's okay. I also want you to know that if you believe that your lack of success is somehow related to your willpower, it's not. I am going to tell you and to show you how you can do this, because you can do this. You just needed the right person to explain to you how, and then to get your brain on board with you. So we're going to find out how. If your lack of success is not about your willpower or your lack of discipline, then what is causing you to fail or repeat those old, unwanted patterns and not be able to make better, more responsible choices? In a nutshell, it's your brain. Yes, your brain. But how is that possible? Well, let's find out. Your brain has over 100 neurotransmitters, which is just a fancy word for brain chemicals that send information to your whole body. These chemicals tell your body what to do, what not to do, and how to do it. Your neurotransmitters and you. Here are some examples of some of the neurotransmitters that are found inside of your brain. Some of them will look familiar. Your brain is like the queen bee, which controls everything that goes on inside her hive, your body. And those brain chemicals are the busy bees rushing around doing whatever task she assigns them. But ultimately, she is in charge, just like your brain is ultimately in charge of you. These busy bee brain chemicals carry your every thought and emotion, and they move and store them wherever the queen, your brain, decides is best. You need to understand that it is your brain that is filtering all incoming information. And while your brain has tremendous power, it does not always make the best choices for your body. What is affecting your brain and causing it to make these bad choices? Sugar. It is sugar that is making your brain foggy. It is sugar that is stripping you of your willpower and your control. Sugar versus cocaine, and the winner is... Did you know that sugar is 8 times more addictive than cocaine? Yes, 8 times more addictive. Scary, hey? It has been proven over and over again that sugar increases your insulin levels, which can lead to high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, diabetes, and weight gain, just to name a few. Several studies suggest that highly palatable, highly processed foods can produce behaviors and changes in the brain that one would use to diagnose an addiction, like drugs and alcohol, says Dr. Nicole Avina. Sugar is a drug. Food companies have known about this for a long time. And in fact, they work very hard at making sure you stay addicted to their drugs. Their food
products. So, what can you do? With all the conflicting information thrown at you and food companies doctoring their products with chemicals to make you crave their products, there is no way you could have avoided getting even a little bit addicted to sugar. Sugar addiction, it's a perpetual cycle. First, you eat sugar, you like it, you crave it, it has addictive properties. Second, your blood sugar levels spike. Dopamine is released in the brain and it creates an addiction. Mass insulin secreted to drop blood sugar levels. The third thing that happens is your blood sugar levels fall rapidly. You get high insulin levels. They cause immediate fat storage. And your body craves all of this lost sugar high. So the fourth thing that happens is you have hunger and cravings. Low blood sugar levels cause increased appetite and cravings. And that's how the cycle repeats. There is no way you could have avoided having your brain negatively reacting to all of this sugar and these addictive chemicals swimming around in your body. Remember, it is not your fault. In fact, just by living your life, you have been bombarded with advertisers, food conglomerates, scientists, doctors, and even dietitians, all promoting foods that are keeping you stuck on this roller coaster ride. First, I'm going to make you aware of the 3 worst mistakes I see people making all the time that is actually increasing your addiction to sugar and making you fatter. Mistake number 1, avoiding eating fat because you think it will make you fatter. Years ago, we were told by our government, remember our food pyramid, to avoid eating fat, and this caused a fat-free craze where people avoided anything with fat. The problem was removing fat from our food meant removing the flavor, and so food companies simply replaced the fat by adding in lots more sugar. This is our incorrect food pyramid, where before it was 2 to 3 servings of proteins and fats and 6 to 11 servings of breads, pastries, and pastas, and all those starches. The corrected version is actually having protein and natural fats as the main source, and our grains and starches is actually being the small serving size. So that's the corrected version of what was previously a faulty food pyramid. Can you see where our addiction to sugar started? It began with a fat-free movement. We cut out fat from our diet, and then the result was we got fatter and fatter and sicker and sicker. This eventually led to mistake number 2, not realizing just how bad sugar is for you. Sugar is a drug that has its hooks into most of North America. It most likely has its hooks into you and your family. Sugar intake eventually blunts dopamine release, just like cocaine. Ever wonder why issues such as depression, ADD, ADHD, Parkinson's, and Alzheimer's are affecting so many more people today than ever before? They are all brain problems that relate directly to what is happening in the brain. See a connection? Sugar and the brain. Coincidence? I don't think so. Mistake number 3, not eating enough healthy fats. Your brain is made up mostly of fat and water, and you need to make sure that you are feeding it enough of both fat and and water. Feeding your brain fat helps to curb your cravings. It helps to give you motivation, and it helps with that elusive willpower that seems so hard to find. It will become easier once your body is eating more healthy fats. Not all fats are created equal. There are good fats and there are bad fats. You need to be eating more of the good fats and less of the bad fats. Examples of good fats. You need to eat more of olives, olive oil, avocados, avocado oil, coconut milk, coconut cream, MCT oil, almonds, almond oil, hemp hearts, hemp oil, chia seeds, flaxseed oil, butter, cheese that's full fat, whipping cream, cream cheese, bacon, eggs, and dark chocolate are all examples. Examples of bad fats you really need to avoid: margarine, Crisco, hydrogenated oil, even if it is trans fat free, canola oil, palm oil, lard, safflower oil, and sunflower oil. You need to remember that fat is not your enemy. Sugar is. Start to add a lot more healthy fats into your diet and remove both unhealthy fats and sugar. Here's how my story began. When I was in my mid-40s, it was becoming harder and harder for me to maintain my lean, flat stomach. I could feel my middle area slowly getting thicker, even though I was working out harder. I also began to fight against this frustrating increase in my appetite and intense cravings for sugar that came out of nowhere. After so many years of avoiding sugar, I had tools in place to resist eating sugar, but I was frustrated by these intense cravings that I was constantly fighting for the first time in my adult life. It was just so frustrating on so many levels. So I began to frantically research what was happening to me and what I could do to help myself. I refused to be like so many of my clients I had trained who would just give in to the body changes and pack on 20 plus extra pounds while they went through the menopause. I was determined that this was not going to happen to this girl. No way. So all of my research led me to shift from a low-carb, high-protein diet to a low-carb, high-fat diet, often referred to as a keto diet. This led me to discover this one simple trick which will help you feel better than you ever thought possible. While it sounds too good to be true, it isn't. This drink actually gives you willpower. It basically feeds your brain exactly what it needs, and this brain food helps your sugar cravings to diminish, your appetite to decrease, your brain to be alert and focused, and your energy to be increased and stay increased. No crashing and no binging. It's amazing. This drink helps you kick your sugar cravings to the curb once and for all. Oh, and did I mention you will have a surge of energy because you will no longer feel the yo-yo effects of sugar on your body or on your brain. You are going to feel amazing. You are going to feel powerful. If you blame yourself or wonder what you were doing wrong, it's time for you to stop beating yourself up. No more. A ketogenic diet has approximately 75% fat in it, carbs that are reduced to only 5% carbs, and protein that is 20%. Now, I tell people that they can fluctuate between fat 70 to 75, protein 20 to 25, whatever kind of works for you, but the carbs are minimal and the fat is definitely higher. And while this keto diet worked, and I took off the extra few pounds and felt better, I found it difficult to maintain the ketosis state and actually have a life. You see, the thing is, being in ketosis requires you to maintain a very, very strict eating regimen with no room for error or slip-ups. While the diet did work, I wanted to find something that would be not a diet, but more a way of life. Just like my low-carb, high-protein diet had served me so well for more than 20 years. Today, I feel embarrassed that years ago I did not believe my clients when they had complained about their sugar cravings. Moreover, I feel bad that I did not effectively help my clients deal with this very real problem of sugar cravings. Back then, I thought it was a lack of willpower. Now I know better. The truth is, I am grateful for these past few years of struggle, as it helped me to look at this issue with fresh eyes and search deeper, to look for that missing link that would truly help people. I began using my own body, along with a few other close friends, as my guinea pigs and test subjects. And then I finally found what I was desperately searching for. I am so excited to introduce you to this incredible product and the amazing company that developed this product. First of all, it is not a meal replacement. It is not a protein shake. It is not a pre-workout drink. It is completely new nutritional technology that gets your body into a state of ketosis in under an hour. Yes, under an hour. What is ketosis? Ketosis is when your body uses ketones as a fuel source rather than glucose. Now you need to know that glucose is just a fancy word for carbs breaking down into sugar. So, if you eat too many carbs, then your body will use glucose for energy rather than ketones. And that's why you have to keep the carbs down. So, the goal is to shift out of a glucose as a fuel source and use ketones as a fuel source. The problem is, that is easier said than done. Have that beer, that bagel, those chips, or that pop, and wham, your body is now back burning glucose, and you are not burning fat and getting leaner. See why it is almost impossible to maintain this program if you actually want to have a life? How did this ketone drink come into being? Good question. It was originally developed for Navy SEALs, who must be in a state of ketosis in order to deep dive underwater, or they run the risk of having an epileptic seizure. So if they had a burger the night before or a beer, then they were unable to dive in an emergency situation, and this was a real problem. Please understand that this is not a magic drink that is going to make you drop 20 pounds in a week like a lot of other products falsely proclaim. But what this product will do is target and burn your body fat, eliminate your sugar cravings, protect and preserve your body's muscle, and provide cleaner, better energy than sugar. This amazing company, Prove It, is on a mission to make people better. Ketones, they're a better fuel and a better you. And they are achieving their mission at an incredibly fast rate because their drinks really work as well as they claim. And we all know just how rare it is to find honest advertising that actually does what it claims to do. This company truly is changing lives for the better. At first, I had initially only bought this product for myself, except it worked so well that it had a profound effect on me. I felt an old, familiar drive rising to the surface, the drive I have deep within to truly help others. This driving passion I have to help people help themselves. I felt compelled to get this information out to the masses for everybody to experience. I want to help as many people as I possibly can, to help people finally get rid of their sugar cravings and feel great again, or possibly feel good for the first time ever. I had felt the first-hand effects that it had on my body and on my brain. I knew that it would have the same positive effect on others. I watched as one person after another had their lives positively changed by this product. How for the first time they felt in control of their eating, how their extra weight was falling off them effortlessly, how they felt good, really good, for the first time. This is where it gets really interesting. I bought a 10-day sample pack to decide which flavors of drinks I liked. I then ordered my 30-day pack, but it did not arrive in time for my 1-week vacation, so I went without any prove-it drinks. Boy, am I ever glad that happened. Otherwise, I would not have realized just how amazing this product actually was. After 3 days of no prove-it drinks and no ketones swimming around in my body, I felt a surge of cravings for sweets rise up in me. I mean, powerful cravings, big time. I felt hungry all the time again. I was shocked at how different I truly felt. I had not realized how much this drink had actually helped cut my appetite and my sugar cravings. It was crazy. It was at this point that I became a true believer in Prove It and their ketone drinks. And I realized that I needed to not just be a customer, but I had to become a promoter. I had to share this product with the world. Because I was so excited, after a few weeks of seeing me like this, my husband, Mark, decided he would try the drinks for a few days. No promises, no guarantees, but he would try it. He had his drink in the morning and we headed to a movie in the afternoon, where Mark ordered his usual popcorn because he always had popcorn. It did not matter if he had just eaten a meal 10 minutes before the movie, Mark always had his popcorn. He could eat an extra large popcorn no problem, even if he was not hungry. Crazy, hey? But that time something unexpected happened. He had only eaten about half the bag of popcorn and he turned to me with a puzzled look and said, "You know, I don't really feel like any more popcorn. It feels weird to say this, but I don't." So he stopped eating. Now, I have to admit to you that I was shocked. I mean, really shocked. My husband, this was amazing. This was unbelievable. I was thrilled. And then the next day he wanted less treats. The same thing happened the day after, and the day after that. It was amazing. Without even trying, Mark's sugar cravings began to slowly diminish, and he stopped buying his energy drinks. He even noticed that he didn't want as many coffees because he had so much more energy than ever before. The truth is, Mark was addicted to energy drinks, drank way too much coffee, and had a real sweet tooth. Plus, he lacked the motivation to work out. Mark had basically let himself go as he worked long hours and did a lot of late night eating. I hate to admit it, but I was married to a sugar addict. Definitely. Here was Mark. This was Mark before. As you can see, most of his weight was in his middle area, from his legs up.
Hi, my name is Mark. I want to tell you a little story about some drinks that my wife introduced me to. I was a little skeptical at first, but after I had them for a few days, she didn't even really say much about it. She just said, "I want you to try these." Well, I came to her and I said, "What are these drinks? Why is it jumping me up? Why is it making me feel better?" And she just laughed and she told me about them. She told me it was going to help me in other ways too. Well, over the last few weeks, I have seen results. I cannot believe it. One of the biggest things I'm seeing is I usually have a weakness for coffee, energy drinks, and I have a sweet tooth. But wow, it has taken my cravings away. For the first time since I've been in the hardcore industry that I'm in. I work a lot of hours. I need to have a pick-me-up sometimes. With this, I'm not even thinking about it. And the results are amazing. In the last few weeks, I have seen so many results in how I'm losing the extra weight that I need. But not only that, this time I'm feeling that I'm a lot more solid. Before I've lost weight, and I had to work to getting my muscle back and stuff. This way here, I'm just feeling right. I feel complete. I feel well balanced. So I just wanted to share that with you, and thank you.
So, what are the benefits? There's a lot of them. Fat loss, muscle prevention, fast and sustained energy, reduced brain fog, increased focus, appetite suppression, strength gain, better mood, better sleep, better digestion, and clear skin. These are some of the great benefits you're going to experience. But let's say that you are a die-hard athlete or a bodybuilder who does spend hours training in the gym, and you also stick to a very strict keto diet. Well, the good news is that your results are going to be just that much better because it works for everyone. In a nutshell, if the Navy has given this product a thumbs up and they use these drinks, then you know it has to be good. So what is the catch? The catch is that this company offers an amazing compensation plan that is tailored for a basic user. Once you purchase their product on a monthly basis and get 2 other people to join and purchase their products on a monthly basis, then your product becomes free. You just pay for shipping. Now, isn't that a sweet deal? Because as you know, this product is so good, it will definitely sell itself. You have nothing to lose except your unwanted fat, and you have everything to gain because ketones are better than glucose. Invest in you. Until you personally believe that you can achieve a goal, you won't even start the process of making it happen. Once you know your mighty why, your brain shifts into high gear and gives you all of the hows. Start thinking like an investor and invest in the place that will yield the finest return on investment I've ever seen. You. Invest in you. Love your brain by feeding it what it needs. Brain food. Love your body by feeding it what it needs. Body fuel. That's right, brain food and body fuel. Do you think this would work for you? You get to decide if you want your brain to become more alert and focused than ever before. You get to decide if you want to feel stronger and have boundless energy. You get to decide if you want to achieve the body you have always desired. Let me ask you a question. How many of you are excited about what I've just talked about, just amazed? How many of you are feeling just a little overwhelmed because I have covered so much information that seems to go against what you have always believed? You are probably thinking that this seems too easy, right? You believe that it might work for others, but not for you. Well, the truth is, if you truly take to heart those 3 mistakes I talked about and start to eat more healthy fats, eat less carbs and less unhealthy fats, I guarantee you that you will see results. But if you combine those steps with a keto drink on a daily basis, I promise you that you will see amazing results. You are at a fork in the road. There are 2 paths. It's your choice. You are probably thinking that the drinks will cost too much, right? For a cost of about $5 a drink, you will be getting the ultimate in brain food and body fuel. Most people spend more than this on their Starbucks, their energy drinks, and their pick-me-up snacks. If you're one of those people that keep track of what you spend on food, then you already know just how much money you actually spend on buying junk food. Coffee, chips, pop, ice cream, chocolate bars, muffins, desserts, etc. This is money you are going to be saving now because your cravings will be gone. You have two options. Option number one, sign up on SmartShip, automatic monthly shipment, and become a basic user. Then find 2 other people to become customers like you, also on SmartShip, and receive your product for free. You just pay for the shipping. Option number 2 is to take the plunge and sign up to become a promoter, like I am. Then simply sign up people and get not only your product for free, but now you also earn great commissions as well. It's amazing. This product is so amazing that it is going to sell itself. So say yes. Join us. Join us to rock keto drinks. You will be on. You will be strong. You will be focused. You will be unstoppable. You are just one keto drink away. Simply click the link below to join our incredible team. You get to decide at that point in time whether or not you want to become a basic user or become a promoter. Take the challenge, take the plunge. You can do this.